Hello, everyone out there in the modeling world community. It's the WT at KeelMnt.Models. I'm going to give a little update on the Mr.Gasser. We pulled him out of a box that had been stored for nearly 30 years. He fared pretty well. I mean, he has his amount of issues. We noticed that he had some warpage on him. I was going to put him in the brake fluid pond and pull that orange paint off of him, but I don't think it survived. It appears that the plastic is kind of dried out, and it might not come back out. So we just gonna repair him the way he is. I mean, first thing is we're gonna probably extend his wheel arches because he nosed over a little too much for me. A gasser should sit a little high in the front, and we'll kind of fix two problems at the same time. Because if y'all notice, get this axle back through here, gotta work with him. She a little tweaked there. I mean, you could do it that way, but I mean, we're gonna have to give him a little doctoring, take care of that problem. See if we can fix two problems with him at the same time. Just use some 40 mil flat styrene. Slide them down in that little groove right there where the original arch was. One of these giant clothespins on there to hold it. Of course, you see I marked it so I didn't get confused with which side went to which, because it can happen. But we'll put him in there, get him in place, bring him up to where they're even, and it straightens up your hole for your axle. All right, take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. And that way we get lift on him as well as straightening that tweak out of that axle. That way he's got a little more set in the front like a traditional gasser. But I think we're just gonna leave him kind of smudgy orange paint. We'll do a little detail on him. Probably trim out his chrome. Touch up his arm a little bit. Maybe give him a tattoo. I actually found the grill. I didn't think it was in there, but it was hiding out. Plus, hiding underneath a set of Gotham police car stickers, decals. There they are. I don't think they would work, but who knows? They might. I mean, the Mr.Gasser was the only one I would probably use. Instead of using those, I would paint it gold, put a little color on it. But he turned out pretty good for 30 years nearly in this box. In another box. Probably in another box. But I said on the last video that it may be original, but I looked at it, 1990. I looked at the bottom, and right there, it's hard to see, but it says 1964, then a slash, and then 1990. So I'm going to say that it's probably a re-release of it in the 90s. But I think he'll clean up, touch him up in some places, give him a little life, and he'd be ready for a shelf. We'll take and black out all this underneath here. And that way it'll kind of blend away. When that goes on there, set my axle hole, it'll hide that little cleat. But then we'll have to put him a piece of brown stock in there to spread them out, keep them in place, because it's drawing, and I think the heat drawed the oil out of the plastic, and that's why it's become brittle. It dislodged here, just giving it a good hot bath. It didn't like that. But I think he'll come out pretty decent. Might have to find a spot up here on the shelf for him. That way people can see him for a few weeks. And then we'll move on to another Saturday Survivor build. Try to bring these old kits back out and get them some life. I'm surprised that they're not just a ball of plastic. It's amazing to me, because that old building they were in upstairs, I'm sure it's 140 degrees. But I want to give a good shout out to Papa's Model Room. He does some nice work. He sent me a comment. Finally seen one of my videos, probably the one about the Saturday Survivors. And he got asked a question in the comments. Was he a builder or an assembler? And I remember a few weeks ago, something like that was asked or said, and I've been thinking about it. And Link and Shaggy, they done Assemblers Unite group build over it. I've looked at some of these old kits and the instructions, and they actually say build assembly 1 through whatever number it is before you get to the final assembly. So I don't understand how you can do one without the other. So I'm kind of took back by a statement or a comment like that. You have to build the components of each step, and then you have to assemble those said components to have the final assembly. So we're going to leave it right there, but we're going to try to put up a quick little video on these Saturday night Survivors we're peeling through and looking at. We may get to some of them that nobody will be able to recognize. Y'all have a great night. Appreciate all the comments. Appreciate all the subscribers. Y'all make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. It does something. I'm not sure, but it does something. But y'all have a good evening, and we'll see you on the next one.